Well, the new school year is getting closer, and you might be wondering how the students are going to stay safe all together in the classroom, especially when children under 12 don't yet have a vaccine.
Yeah, Ross, ABC6 News reporter Emily Pofall spoke to our local health officials about why children are the last to get vaccinated and what this means for back to school.
Child vaccine trials started back in the spring, but will kids have one in time for going back to school? Local health experts say probably not.
These trials are a bit trickier maybe than some of the adult studies because when you look at the childhood age range, the immune system of a 6-month-old can be quite different than a 6-year-old or a 10-year-old, for example.
Children 11 and under will eventually receive the same vaccine adults did. The key for kids is finding the right dose. Children may need a smaller amount of the vaccine, but they could also actually need a larger dose. Data from the 5 to 11-year-old Pfizer trial could be available as early as September, but the actual vaccine wouldn't be ready for months after that.
The 5 to 11-year-olds is probably the first set of data that we'll get and that will be submitted to the FDA, and then kind of going younger and younger from there.
We could potentially vaccinate children as young as 6 months old. But for now, experts just encourage those who can to keep getting vaccinated. Here locally, health experts claim we are in better shape than most of the country.
We're going to base those decisions on the risk that we see to our community here. We can see that we've driven transmission down to a very manageable level here.
80% of people in Olmsted County 16 and older have had at least one shot, and 95% of people 65 and older have had at least one shot.
Every time somebody gets vaccinated in this community now, it helps protect our kids.
Experts say this could mean that the local back-to-school guidelines are more lenient than areas with lower vaccination rates. So far, Rochester, Austin, Albert Lea, and Mason City Public Schools are suggesting that unvaccinated students wear masks, but they aren't mandating anything, and they aren't asking about personal vaccination status. In Rochester, Emily Popal, ABC6 News.